In this best-selling book released in 2020, author Julie Smith shares 18 essential lessons about fundamental attitudes to success in adulthood. The goal of the work is to prepare young people with crucial principles that are not usually taught in conventional education or at home by parents, but that make a huge positive difference in the trajectory of people when internalized from an early age. The 18 lessons address powerful themes such as: Lesson 1: You need to take calculated risks. The author encourages young people to have the courage to take calculated risks necessary to grow, innovate, and win in life. We must boldly step out of our comfort zones if we are to reach our potentials. Risk is part of the road to greatness. Lesson 2: Lead yourself rigorously. Julie emphasizes the crucial importance of self-leadership and self-discipline to winning in adulthood. We cannot depend only on external motivation, which is fleeting. We must learn from an early age to manage ourselves rigorously to achieve our goals. Lesson 3: Don't be afraid to fail, failure is part. The author convincingly teaches that failure does not exist. What we call failure are just unwanted results that serve as essential learning. Therefore, we should not fear or avoid failure, but look at it as feedback to improve continuously. Failing fast and early is key to lasting success. Lesson 4: Get out of the virtual world and live real life. Julie wisely warns against the dangers of addiction to social networks, video games, and the virtual world in general, which should never take the place of real life. We must limit the use of technology and always value real-world experiences, relationships, and learning. Lesson 5: Obsessively care for your close social circle. The book emphatically highlights the importance of selecting the friendships and closest influences we will have in life very well. Our social circle largely determines who we will become. We should have the habit of assessing whether the people we live with elevate us or lower us. Lesson 6: Don't take criticism so personally, focus on what can improve. The author emphasizes the need not to take criticism so personally when received in adulthood. Instead, we should listen to criticism with an open mind and completely focused on what we can learn and improve with that feedback. Criticism is part of the journey towards excellence. Lesson 7: Have ownership attitude even when you are an employee. Julie encourages young people to assume the empowered mindset of owners, rather than the passive mindset of employees who wait for orders and do only the minimum necessary. We must always think and act as proactive owners of our destinies. Lesson 8: Invest heavily in self-knowledge. The author teaches deep self-knowledge as the key to truly discovering ourselves, identifying our unique talents and purpose, and then focusing our careers and efforts on what really matters. We should invest frequent time in introspection and personal development. Lesson 9: Read a lot and acquire solid general culture. Julie convincingly emphasizes the importance of frequent reading, daily reading habits, and constant search for knowledge in various areas to expand our horizons, vocabulary, repertoire, and mental capacity. Reading is the greatest superpower there is. Lesson 10: Learn to manage your emotions, or they will manage you. The author points out that we need to learn as soon as possible not to make important decisions in the heat of intense negative emotions, which can lead us to act irrationally and sabotage our own success. We must cultivate emotional self-control from an early age. Lesson 11: Never forget humility and gratitude. Julie wisely reinforces that no matter what level of material success we achieve in adulthood, we should never lose humility, the ability to listen, and sincere gratitude. When we forget these qualities, we stop growing and attract arrogance. Lesson 12. Do not procrastinate important decisions by self-indulgence or fear. The author warns against the enormous danger of simply procrastinating meaningful decisions by self-indulgence, fear of making mistakes, or some other lame excuse. Delaying decisions almost always drastically limits our potential and further growth. Lesson 13. Obsessively focus on finding solutions. The book guides the young reader to avoid focusing as much as possible on problems, complaints, and guilt, which only generates negative energy. On the contrary, our scarce energy must be fully directed towards the proactive search for creative solutions. Lesson 14. Value learning above all else. Julie emphatically reiterates that learning and pursuing one's own development must become a lifelong habit, priority number one until the last day of life. We should always value expanding our knowledge, skills, and experiences. Lesson 15. Inspire and influence by example, not by criticism. Instead of directly judging and criticizing those around us, the author guides us to focus our leadership on silent inspiration, serving as a living example through our own attitudes and impeccable conduct. Lesson 16. Study and apply financial education as soon as possible. The book also emphasizes the importance of controlling unnecessary expenses, investing as much as possible, and acquiring solid financial education. Our relationship with money will shape our quality of adult life. Lesson 17. Discover your true vocation and purpose. Julie strongly encourages young people to invest in self-knowledge and exploration to identify their unique and genuine vocations, what they really love, and what they can make the biggest difference in the world. Lesson 18. Have extreme faith in your inner potential and ability. Finally, the author emphasizes the importance of cultivating an unwavering faith in our inner potential and ability to grow, learn, and achieve our greatest dreams. When we actually believe in ourselves, our mind expands and we attract the right opportunities. The book ends by highlighting that, if young people absorb and live these valuable lessons as soon as possible, they can tread much more assertive paths and achieve complete success in all spheres of adult life, not only material and professionally. Review. This book is a real gift, a necessary manual for any young person who is beginning to tread the winding path of adult life. The way Julie Smith synthesizes deep and complex principles of psychology and success so simply, directly, and incisively is impressive. Each lesson seems to bring exactly the essential life wisdom at the right time we need it most along the way. I confess that if I had read this book years ago, when I was younger, I would have saved myself many headaches, difficult years, and unnecessary hard lessons. It is one of those works that become true lighthouses, sources of assertive direction when everything seems uncertain and challenging. Highly recommended for both young people and parents who truly want to help their children prepare for the complex adult life ahead. And you, what did you think of this book so special? Leave in the comments your sincere opinion about the teachings of Julie Smith. Any specific lesson that marked or impacted you the most? Share it with us. Be sure to enjoy and share this review to help more people discover this gem. And of course, subscribe to the channel to receive reviews of amazing books like this. Until the next video.